Insane is the word. How was it like? Surreal, insane, frightening, upsetting. When you first saw me, you know, I weighed like 80 pounds. My face was hanging off my head. I got almost murdered.
May 19, 1992, the day 17-year-old Amy Fisher changed Mary Jo's life forever.
I turned my head to go in the house. I grabbed the screen door, and I know this because there was all blood in the door jamb, and they told me that afterward. And in that moment, she didn't threaten me. I never saw a gun. I didn't feel fear or anxiety. I turned, and that went right in here. All I felt was an explosion. And my only thought was, where did she get the bat? Like, I thought I got hit with a baseball bat. That was what the feeling was. Down I went. That came out and went like, and bang. That quick. I had powder burns on my face. It was this close. There's a dent right in my ear here. And I've often thought that if I had stopped and turned back to look at her,
she would have shot you right in the face.
I got it right between the eyes.
So the bullet still affects you to this day?
Of course. I have no feeling on the right side of my head. It's like having Novocaine for 33 and a half years, just an open emptiness. I have no hearing. My carotid artery was severed. I do have jaw issues. My mouth is all messed up. But luckily, the bullet hit my jawbone because I turned and she shot, and it hit there and then took a downward spiral, so that's why it didn't go through my brain. So I'm very happy. I'm grateful every day that I lived and I raised my family and I got through all of it.
The story made international headlines. The Long Island Lolita, as Amy was dubbed, who was having an affair with Mary Jo's then husband, Jo Buttafuoco. Even Hollywood was quick to react. Drew Barrymore and Alyssa Milano both took a turn as Amy in a TV movie of the week. We were on the set with Mary Jo and Joey for their version, Joey still denying he ever had a relationship with Amy.
Our story needs to be told because so much is being told. That's not true.
I said I was sorry.
What do you remember about that moment when all the stuff came out and everywhere you went, you were on the shelves or your picture was on the magazine stands? What do you remember about
The word I use is surreal because I couldn't believe it. You know, something terrible happened to me. I got into a bad accident, somebody hurt me, but then it turned into this national insanity. I noticed that from day one. Like when I finally came to and it was like, and they were all in front of our house and the media and he'd go out there, he'd bring them pizza, he'd talk to them. He loved it. And I remember laying in bed, you know, my face hanging off and going, he likes this. He does, and he did, and he still does, I think. Are you satisfied with the way that this is turned out?
One thing that I never got from him was, since you like the public so much, a public apology for having sex with me and using me when I was a kid, okay? You never did that, and I don't think you ever will do that. So, no, I didn't get anything from him.
Finished with this nonsense. It's nonsense.
In my old age, I've looked back at all of this, and I have to realize that she was a victim of him because she was 16, and he was 34. So that's abuse, if you will.
Yeah.
I see that now. I didn't then because, like I said, this victim came to my house and put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. So at that time, I was like, she's no victim. Are you crazy? But now that I'm older and understand, like, yeah, he was wrong. He was absolutely dead wrong to do this. But he did, and he didn't seem to care what happened.
What would you say to Amy?
Oh, man. Nothing. Because she's old. She's 51. She's made a mess of her life. She did what she did, so I don't give her thought, if you will.
Do you think that in her heart there's remorse?
No, absolutely not.
What was the lowest point?
Okay, the lowest point was when Jo got arrested. We were living on Long Island, and he got arrested for soliciting a prostitute out here 3 years after the shooting. when I got that phone call from his lawyer, I went into my medicine cabinet, and I was on a lot of medication, and I looked at every single pill in there, and I just said, what the hell did I live for? This is never gonna end. And I was gonna take them and just go to sleep. I just didn't want to deal. And then I thought, I can't leave the children like this, in this insanity. So then I thought, I'm gonna hook up a hose to our car and put the three of us in it. And I was that desperate. And then my children kind of came back, and I shook. I said, no, I cannot. I have to stay here. I have to stay. I have to take care of them. And that was the turnaround there. But it wasn't easy. It was really hard.
Have you told them this story? Mm-hmm. What was their reaction?
They love me. They're glad I'm here. I'm gonna get all.
No, because it's a hard emotional thing that you're saying to them, gosh, I almost took us all away, but at the same time,
right.
You saved my life.
Yes, and that was always my motivation, was the two of them.
Now, at 70 years old, Mary Jo is a motivational speaker, and she's telling her story her way in the new Lifetime movie, I Am Mary Jo Buttafuoco. Chloe Lanier stars as Mary Jo, who serves as executive producer and narrator.
You don't believe I never slept with Amy Fisher, do you?
Looking back, I can see the cracks forming all around me.
Lifetime said, we want to hear what you went through, because when it happened, it turned into the Joey and Amy show.
100%.
And I was gravely injured. And I kind of got lost in the sauce. And then when I did come out and speak, I was an angry, hurt, sick woman that was thrown microphones in my face, and they're right away, not like, how you doing, Mary Jo? It's, what do you think of your husband having an affair with a 17-year-old? And I got mad and I got defensive. I was not in the right frame of mind. I wasn't at all in that.
What is going to be his reaction to this?
Oh, I'm gonna be nice.
No, tell us what you really think. What do you think
What
he's
do
gonna react?
I'm sure he's gonna be upset. I'm sure he's gonna be upset
Why?
about it. I think because it's reliving what he is and what he did and all that. So I think he's not gonna be happy about that. He's gonna deny that things happen the way I'm saying they happen, because he does that too. I'm sure he's not happy about any of this, but I haven't spoken to him in years.
Do the children speak to him?
No, my daughter has no relationship with him. All their lives, I made it that your father's your dad, and you love your dad and all that. They have seen the things he has done over these past decades, and they made their decisions. And Jessie, my daughter in particular, about 7 years ago, cut it off with him because they were always batting heads, and she just said, I can't do this anymore. He's too toxic. And so she made the decision to walk away. My son sees him because his father goes to his business. Like, we don't know where he lives. None of us, the three of us, we
don't know where he lives?
Nope. He's living with some woman somewhere, which she's young. I don't want to disparage her or anything like that, but he's just gone off the deep end. I do feel sad that my youth was spent hurt, in pain, in agony, upset, surgeries, hospitals, divorces, trying to raise children. Like, I kind of look back and I'm sad that had to happen. That's why I so protect my peace and my happiness now, because it was hard fought.
How is your life today?
Oh, Kevin. It's so good. It's so good because I have peace. I have happiness. I have calm. My children, who were my only motivation to keep going, are now in their 40s. They're older now than I was then when this happened. Wow. Right? And they have made a blessing of my life. I've just narrowed down. I've been through so much that I treasure these last few years, and that's pretty much what they are. And I don't say it in a maudlin way. I mean it like, I've had enough. I now want to enjoy what's left, my grandchildren, my children. I have to lead a very simple, happy life.
Is it hard coming out now and doing all this again and being back here?
I'm reliving it, of course, But I know I have a message. My message is of resilience. And I want, if anybody watches this story, and you get the haters who go, oh, here she goes again, we gotta hear this, can't she get over it? I'll never get over this, number one. This is my life, this is what happened.
Yeah.
But I want people to know, if they've gone through hell, heaven's on the other side, if you just keep going.